Jessica, I'm a firm believer that most people fall into one another's lives for a reason. Sometimes only for a moment, a mere speck in time compared to others. But you were never meant to stay for just a moment. You were never meant to be a simple speck.
Robbi, Paul Edsel. It is crazy that after 8 years of dating and almost 2 years of being engaged, that we're finally standing here getting married. It can be hard to find the person you want to end up with when you're 15. You don't know if you'll make it through high school, college, and all the change that comes with growing up. But here we are. We used to talk about soulmates, wonder if that's what we were. But being here and looking at you, I know that that's what we are.
I saw new colors in your eyes, a world so vibrant and alive, like fireflies in late July. You crashed into me ever bright, and you are my morning light. You wake my heart to life. You shine like summer skies. You light up my darkest night. We saw new colors on the sea. The tide drew us into a dream. As stars set fires across the deep, your eyes lit up the depths of me, and you are my morning light. You wake my heart to life, and you shine like summer skies. You light up my darkest night. Morning light, show me the way home. I'll be fine. Now that you're next to me, don't let go. I'll never leave your side. Morning light, show me the way home. I'll be fine. Now that you're next to me, don't let go. I'll never leave your side. And you are my morning light. You wake my heart to life.
On behalf of Jessica and Robbi, I would like to welcome everyone here today. On this marvelous day, we have come here to bear witness to the most important moment of these two souls. You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another: acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, and even teacher. For you have learned much from one another in these last few years. All those conversations that were held riding in a car, or over a meal, or during long walks. All those sentences that begin with "when we're married" and continued with "I will" and "you will" and "we will." Those late night talks that included "someday" and "somehow" and "maybe." And all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you're about to make are a way of saying to one another, You know all those things we promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant it all, every word. Now you shall say a few words that take you across the threshold of life, and things will never quite be the same between you. For after these vows, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, and this is my wife. This is your time to declare an everlasting love to each other. It is now time to say your vows. Vow is not a noun, it's a verb. It is what you will do for each other in this moment and wherever life takes you. Know this is what truly matters, for love is an evolving spirit, and with this union, it will continue to grow.
When we first met, I was not too sure about you.
Still aren't.
You were just a rosy-cheeked boy obsessed with golf who I met through mutual friends. Looking at you, Chris. But something happened early on that made me think that maybe this was something real. You went to a family reunion in Colorado, and everyone was going around saying what their most prized possession was. And when it was your turn, you said, well, she isn't my possession, but my girlfriend's my favorite thing. And that's when I knew. I fell in love with how similar we were, especially our sense of humor, and how much fun we had together. And after a short while of dating you, I was sure. I was sure I wanted it to be you. You are my soulmate in the least cheesy way possible. You are the calmness to my frantic state of mind. Thank you for your patience with me. Thank you for making me laugh. Thank you for supporting me always. Thank you for being an effortless addition to my family who love you more than they thought possible. I promise to love you every day, even through golf season. I promise to visit every antique store with you and get just as excited over what you find as you do. I am so proud of the man that you have grown into, and I cannot wait for all the fun we're going to have in this life together. At the end of the day, it will always be me and you. And if I could go back in time and tell teenage me that she would be marrying that sweet rosy-cheeked boy, she would have been so happy to know that it all worked out.
Oh, God. I'm not going to get through this, guys. There's no way. I fell in love with your thirst for adventure and your fierce loyalty to those you care for. I fell in love with the way you make your coffee each morning, right before you curl up to a good book. And I fell in love with your family, our families, becoming one. I fell in love with the little things. Don't start crying. The specks of you that made me a better man. A man who would someday make you his wife. And now here we are, fast forward 10 years, and we're about to start our new adventure together as husband and wife. One filled with excitement and nerves, but I'm forever comforted in knowing that I have you by my side. You have been my refuge and my strength through all that life has thrown our way. And for that, I am forever grateful. Oh, here comes the bad part. I truly can't wait to start our little family together and raise our children in our home. the Etzel home where they belong, in the town that we love, surrounded by the people who love us most. So as we set off on this unknown path together, I pray that we embrace each step along the way, every heartache and every triumph, every little moment where I am yours and you are mine, from this day until the end of my days, from this day until my last day. I love you. I give this ring to you,
As a symbol of my life,
that I am choosing you.
to share my life with.
I promise to love you today, tomorrow, and
Forever.
forever. Oh God, I didn't think I'd cry that much.
With that being stated, it is my great pleasure and our great pleasure that I now pronounce you husband and wife. You better kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Etzel.